Selland Arena. Two words that evoke magical memories of legendary Bulldog coaches, legendary players, and legendary moments. And today against Cal State Bakersfield, the Bulldogs are hoping to recreate some of that Selland magic. Coming up, we'll hear from a couple of the current Bulldogs about this unique opportunity. We'll get some stories from some former Dogs on the Boyd Grant and Jerry Tarkanian eras. And we'll even mix in a little current Bulldog basketball talk as well. It's time to get that human tunnel going and get crazy with all your buddies, because the Return to Selland Pregame show starts right now.
All right, welcome inside Selland Arena, everybody. Scott Bemis alongside Angelique Martinez. Yeah, it's the Return to Selland Pregame show on the KSEE24 CBS47 Plus app. Thanks for tuning in. This is going to be a lot of fun for the next half hour. We're going to have a lot of conversations, a lot of interviews. And Angelique, what are you looking forward to most about this?
I think reliving the Selland days. We've got the old Bulldog logo on the court. The players are going to be wearing some old school uniforms, and just the environment. Finally being back in Selland Arena for the first time since 2009. It's big.
All right, so much hoopla about returning here, but there's a basketball game going on right now. And let's take a look at this matchup between the Dogs and the Roadrunners. Fresno State, a hot basketball team right now, 6-2 overall. Their best 8-game start since the 2021-2022 season. They've won 4 straight games, including an impressive 23-point win over Pepperdine in Palm Desert on Wednesday. They're 12-6 all-time versus Bakersfield, but the Roadrunners got the most recent win. That was in Bakersfield last year. Guard Jake Heidreeder, he's that senior transfer from Clemson. Whoa, he is the Dogs' top scorer this season. He's averaging 20 a game, while the Runners' leading scorer is also a transfer, guard Dalen Smith, who came to Bakersfield after 4 years at Alabama A&M. All right, time for a game day interview here, brought to you by Fashion Furniture. It's the head coach of the Bulldogs, Vance Wahlberg. Vance, thanks for stopping by and talking with us. I know you got a game to play, right?
We do.
What is exciting you about this afternoon here?
I think it's just great to be back in the Selland Arena. You know, when I moved here in 2000, no, take that back. Yeah.
It's been a long time, right?
It's been a long time. 1989. You know, getting a chance to watch the games here with Boyd Grant, then going on with Coach Tarkanian and Gary Colson. It's been a lot of fun, you know. And also coaching high school, having a few games here was nice.
Coach, I want to ask you about some of the new guys. Obviously, they haven't played at Selland Arena before. What did you tell them about playing here, since you've played here in the past as well?
Just have fun. And the only way to have fun for me is to win. You know, the guys have been coming along playing pretty good basketball. I just hope they keep doing that. You know, it's going to take a little bit longer for us to understand what everybody wants to do, but it's starting to come. It really is.
And Coach, you guys are coming in a pretty hot basketball team right now. You're playing well, 6-2 to start the season. What do you like about your team right now?
I think the biggest thing is I think we share the ball well. You know, Jake is a special player. I think you guys know that. Anybody that can put 60 points in 2 games is a pretty good player. He's special. We get some shooting on the other side, and then Zayon Collins is doing a great job with the point guard. Our bigs, we kind of have 3 or 4 different ones that we use. So we're starting to get that mix and that feeling of how to play together.
Coach, is it a little extra special playing against CSU Bakersfield tonight, knowing that you obviously played for them in the past?
I did. I had 2 very good years there. Obviously, I met my wife there, so that was special. Still got a little perturbed. I wanted to get into the student teaching program there, and they denied me, so I had to go somewhere else. So it's a little hard feelings that way.
A little bit of an extra chip on your shoulder today, huh?
Definitely, and I want the players to know that too.
All right, quickly, Coach, what's going to be your final message to the team before you put on a show here in this venerable old arena?
Biggest thing for us is every game, Scott, is we got a defensive rebound. That's been our sore spot all year. We can defensive rebound, get it, and go. It's our cheat code for playing is running. If we can get out in that open floor and run, I think a lot of good things will happen for us.
All right, thanks, Coach. We appreciate you coming by, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
As Coach mentioned, obviously one of the key players for Fresno State is Jake Heidbreeder, the transfer from Clemson. One of the biggest reasons the Dogs have been doing so well, they've already matched their win total from a year ago, is because of Jake Heidbreeder, the fifth-year senior transfer who has gone from Air Force to Clemson to here at Fresno State, currently leading the Dogs in scoring, averaging 20 points per game. In his last 2 games, he scored 33 and 27 respectively. Let's hear from Jake now, who's standing by with Sports Central's Dylan Morgan. It's another Game Day interview sponsored by Fashion Furniture.
Yeah, guys, I am now joined by a walking bucket for the Bulldogs this season, Jake Heidbreeder. Sir, we are in Selland Arena for the first time in your career, for the first time in a long time. How does it feel to have everybody come back around for this historic day?
Yeah, it feels great. It's a really cool arena. I'm excited to bring back a little bit of history here to Fresno State basketball. Yeah, I'm ready to just get after it.
What have you been told about the times in this arena and kind of the vibe around Fresno State when they were playing back here?
Yeah, we had a couple of the alumni come back talk to us yesterday, and obviously it seems like it was sold out all the time here, and some really good teams that came through here, got some good wins, and it was really put on for the city. So yeah, we're excited to be here, and yeah, hopefully it gets packed out tonight.
And then anything about the throwback, anything kind of give you some more juice as well tonight?
Yeah, I think it's really cool, obviously, what they've done with the arena and stuff like that, and I think the new throwback stuff that we have on too. I think it's really cool, and yeah, it's excited for everything.
So you, like I said, have been balling so far this season for the Dogs. You're the leading scorer for them to start the season as well. What's been working for you in this system so far?
Yeah, it's just a whole team effort. We all work really hard. We work since the beginning of summer, every day, getting in the gym every single day. So it's not just me, it's the whole team. We all work together really well. We come together as a team really well, even though we have a lot of new guys. And yeah, that's pretty much been the fuel for our success.
And then you guys have been able to pull out some good wins, especially too, to start the season. What has been so special about this team to start the year?
Well, like I said, I think it's just the chemistry we have and, you know, the faith we have in Coach Wahlberg, and they're setting us up for success. So I think the way we play and the way we move the ball and, like, the way we get after it on defense is kind of the reason why we've had success.
Thank you so much for your time, Jake. Appreciate you. Guys, back to you.
All right, so here's some tidbits about this arena. It was opened in September of 1966 at a cost of $8.5 million, named after former Fresno Mayor Arthur L. Selland, who tragically died in a car accident while in office in 1963. Now, its original capacity was about 6,500, but it was expanded to seat over 10,000 for those glory days of basketball in later years. Now, according to the Fresno Convention Center's website, its current capacity, 7,200 for seated spectators, 9,200 if you include the floor seating. The first event in this new arena, actually an NBA exhibition game between the Warriors and Lakers on October 11, 1966. The Warriors won by 6, if you're wondering, with the help of 33 points from future Hall of Famer Rick Barry. The first Bulldog basketball game happened a little less than 2 months later, a 79-59 win for Ed Gregory's Dogs over UCSB. Here's Angelique now with more on what this place has meant to the Fresno State basketball program over the years.
Fresno State is back at Selland Arena. For one night only, fans and former players get to relive the Bulldogs of the past.
Exciting time. You know, some of the memories that, you know, you think about, and the Red Wave at its finest. It's very loud. Every seat was full. We won a lot of games here.
Selland Arena served as the home of Fresno State men's basketball from 1966 through 2003, from the Boyd Grant era to the Jerry Tarkanian days.
The people in Fresno is what makes this place so special.
Danny Tarkanian, the son of Jerry, served on staff with his dad at Fresno State. He says Selland Arena brings out the best in Bulldog basketball.
My dad spent more time here in Fresno at the end of his life than he did in Las Vegas because of how great the people were here and how much they appreciated what he did here.
The Dogs had 49 consecutive sellouts at Selland, and Fresno State is bringing back a lot of its old traditions for Sunday's game, including the old school timeout mascot, logo, and the human tunnel.
Every game we play, they formed a tunnel before the game. We ran through the tunnel, and it was motivation because it tied us into the crowd, you know, tied us into the fans.
Those fans saw a lot of success. The Dogs posted a remarkable 390 wins and 135 losses when playing in downtown Fresno.
It was difficult for other teams to come here and beat us, and that's the house we built. Check the numbers, check the stats.
Although it's been many years since the Bulldogs have had that kind of success, the former players are hoping fans will come out and support this group that's currently 6-2 and on a 4-game win streak.
There's no other big major university from Bakersfield to wherever. This is the only thing around. And that was our kind of focus. We want to be the Bulldogs or the Lakers of 80s and the 80s around here to make all the people come. Because the Valley, they'll support you. If you're working hard and you're doing the right things, they'll come out and support you.
All right, so the cool thing is we heard from Bobby Anderson and Rod Higgins in that story right there, and now here they are in person, the magic of television, right? Yeah, Bobby Anderson, right, graduated in '81 from Fresno State. Rod Higgins on that '82 team as well, two-time All-American as a Bulldog. Rod, you feeling some of those old feelings here being in this arena tonight?
Oh, there's no question. Anytime you come back to somewhere where you have so much success, it brings back a boatload of memories, even seeing some of the people that was around you and supported you at those times. I mean, you can't beat the moment. Hopefully it's a good evening or a good afternoon, and we get the win.
Now, Bobby, when you and I spoke yesterday, you said this is the house that we built. How are you feeling being back in the house you built?
This is, to be honest with you, it's a blessing that these guys did this game here because it gave us the opportunity to come back and relive a lot of those memories. Coming from Chicago, you know, I'd never been to California, and as I told these guys a few minutes ago, we came out here, we created something that was just bigger than we ever thought we would create, and we never went back.
Rod, do you remember it being this cold back in the day? Is that by design? Is it strategic? It's cold in here tonight.
Yeah, I think probably for me it's probably the age factor, and but seriously, it's a little chilly in here. We were here yesterday at practice, and it was a lot colder in here yesterday. But you know, I think once the game gets going, as long as the players aren't affected, then we have a good game.
Did you throw down a quick dunk for old time's sake yesterday?
Absolutely not.
What is it like to be back and reunite with some of your former teammates? A lot of guys living all over the country now, but to know you're all back in Fresno, back in Selland Arena once again.
That's why we're here. This was just a great opportunity for us to, you know, bond again with all our brothers. We call them our brothers because we all worked together to do what we did here, and that was win championship. I was telling the team, we spoke to the team, I told them anybody can be good. I said, but we came here to be great. We came from Chicago, we came from nothing, and when we left, we were something. Rod's got 2 rings, I got 2 rings, we both got 2 championships, we both won the conference tournament, 19th in the country, 10th in the country, 8th in the country, so we did some big things here, and so it's great to come back and to relive that 40 years later.
Yeah, no doubt. This afternoon's about celebrating the past for sure, but it's also about looking ahead to the future for this program, Rod. They're off to a good start, 6-2 this season. Reconnecting with this place, do you kind of sense that there's something going on with Bulldog basketball right now?
Well, you know, you would hope so. Having an opportunity to go to practice yesterday, meeting the young men, talking to the coaching staff, you know, the optimism is definitely there. And for people that have been around, like Bobby and myself and Tyrone, we just want to show support and show love. And, you know, hopefully this thing can get to the point where it's trending to a positive side.
Bobby, one more from me. Being back in this environment, did you have any amazing memories that came back to you when you stepped foot in Selland Arena?
Oh yeah, I was just thinking a few minutes ago about the tunnel. The red wave would come down and form the tunnel. We would run around, high five all those guys, and they would come out here and beat the snot out of what we played.
Are you looking forward to are you going to be a part of that human tunnel tonight?
If they do it, yeah, I'll be a part of it.
They're planning on bringing it back.
Okay, well, I said that this is the house we built. We started the red wave. We also started the tunnel.
All right, Rod, in 1 or 2 sentences, just sum up what made this place so special and why it could continue to be so special.
Well, some of the memories that just stand out was all of the red shirts in every seat in the arena, the human tunnel when we came out for the introductions and the warm-ups, and how you're just touching all of your fans, and you know you felt that warmth and you felt that love.
Yeah, I'm feeling it right now. That's Bobby Anderson and Rod Higgins, two legends. Thanks for coming by, guys. We really appreciate it. Let's throw it over to Dylan Morgan, who's standing by with another Bulldog legend.
Yeah, guys, we got Fresno Mayor Jerry Dyer by my side now. Sir, thank you for your time, as always. Talk to me about the importance of bringing this game back to Selland for today.
Well, it's exciting to be able to see Bulldog basketball back here at Selland Arena. This is where Bulldog basketball was born. And the exciting days of Rod Higgins and Bobby Anderson, Tyrone Bradley, just saw all those guys over at Tioga. To be able to get that excitement, that environment back here at Selland, there's nothing better. I remember those days with Boyd Grant and Grant's Tomb and Jerry Tarkanian. We're going to see it today. 4,000 pre-sold tickets plus the student section. It's going to be electrifying.
So you talk about so many good memories. Do you have maybe a top 3, top 1 fondest memory of just anything that's happened here in Selland?
Well, I have a lot of memories back here at Selland Arena, but I think that year that we won the NIT, that is something that I will always remember because it really put Fresno on the map. And, prior to that, Fresno wasn't really known as a basketball town. All of a sudden, we bring all these guys in from Chicago, and we turned this place around, and it was electrifying. We're going to see it tonight.
And then on top of that, you talk about the electrifying just atmosphere of today, but then the Bulldogs went off to a hot start to the season. What's it been like watching them so far?
Well, it's been great. I mean, 6-2, watching that comeback the other day against Pepperdine, down by 8 at the half, and then, I think they went on a 33-2 run in the second half. So we're gonna see a great Bulldog basketball team, and I think we're going to see great things in the future with them.
And then what's the biggest thing you want fans just to take away from this experience here today at Selland?
Well, I want this to be more than Bulldog basketball. I want it to be about the rebirth of downtown Fresno. We are starting to see some exciting things here with our brewery district, a lot of housing that's coming in. Downtown is turning around, and great cities have great downtown. And having Bulldog basketball downtown is exciting for us.
It's going to be a great day for sure. Mayor Jerry Dyer, thank you for your time as always.
Thank you, Bulldog.
Yeah. Guys, back to you.
We're joined now by Tyrone Bradley and Chris Jeffries. Scott, you want to take it away?
Yeah, Chris, obviously you were there for the glory days during the Jerry Tarkanian era. You threw down some sick dunks in this arena. What's it like just being back here? When you walk in, do you kind of feel the same vibes?
Yeah, the energy is good. I've seen a lot of old faces, especially down the street. A lot of young faces like my man T-Bone here.
There you go.
Back, actually, when I was in junior high, these guys used to destroy us on the court. But it's always good to see these kind of players like Rod Higgins, Bobby Anderson, and all the different fellas. It just brings back a lot of old memories, especially back when I could jump.
You can still jump, I bet, for sure. Go ahead, Edge.
T-Bone, I want to know what it feels like for you to be back with some of your former teammates. You told me yesterday you're so excited to reunite with these guys. What's it mean to be back at Selland with your former teammates and brothers?
Well, it's really good to be back here. Now, I got to say this. It's not disappointment, but I've never played a game in here where there was an empty seat at all. So I look around, we need to get people back in these stands. That's my disappointment. So we got to do something to figure that out.
Well, we've still got 10 minutes till tip-off. Maybe they're in traffic.
Well, Fresno's always been an early crowd, but that's okay. I don't care, even at the Save Mart Center, we got to get people to get out here and support this team and support the basketball program again.
All right, T-Bone's putting out the call to the Valley. Get out here and support the Bulldogs. It just occurs to me when you were talking about you wish you could still jump. These are two of the greatest leapers, right? T-Bone could get up a little bit as well, right? Who's a better leaper between you two?
Probably I was, but he got more dunks. But with that being said, I done blew out both knees, both shoulders. I can't even throw a ball now, so I'm gonna turn it over to Chris.
Well, yeah, you can throw up an alley-oop to this man right here. Chris, you're still very involved with the current program. It's become something that's been important to you, and it feels like they're taking baby steps right now. They're at 6-2 here to begin the year. What have you liked from this team so far this season?
Honestly, the shooting. Because last year we had a bunch of open shots and we couldn't make anything. But this year we're getting a lot of open looks and we're finally starting to knock it down. Hopefully Zion could be a little more aggressive by penetrating. And I like how the last few games that Jake has been coming along. But trying to get Deshaun to not be a freshman anymore and to pick it up some, that's what I'm really looking forward to.
T-Bone, yesterday you had the opportunity to watch some practice. What was your message to these current guys about how they can come out here and perform for the fans of Fresno like you guys did in the past?
Well, you know, my message wasn't about performing. My message was about cherishing the moment. That these kids here, there's a short period of time in their life. Say, with me, Bob, and Rod, we've been friends for 50 years, and this time will go past. When you get step on this court tomorrow, today now, you play for each other. I don't care what happens, you have each other's back and listen to what the coach said, and everything else will turn out right.
All right, real quick, I got about 30 seconds here, Chris. Tell me why this program can get back to the mountaintop.
Honestly, shooting and getting involved in the valley, and basically making sure that everybody learns how to shoot, dribble, and pass, and we start building up the Central Valley because we got a lot of players coming up, and hopefully we can get all these players to stay home.
Hey, you got DJ Stickman, one of those guys right now, right from Clovis West. Hey, T-Bone Bradley, always great to see you. The great Chris Jeffries, we always appreciate you joining us here. Have fun tonight, guys, and enjoy it. Yeah. All right, let's send things over to Dylan now with another guest.
Yeah, guys, I'm now joined by Bulldog assistant coach Tyler Johnson. Sir, you played for this program. You're now back with them as a coach. What's it been like coming back?
No, I've really enjoyed the process of being able to work with some of these young men. You know, they've done a tremendous job to start this season. We're looking to keep it rolling, but obviously we got a lot of work left to do to get to where we ultimately want to be.
You've seen some good basketball in these Bulldog uniforms. What stands out to you about this year's team?
You know what? These guys just really care about each other, and it's a blessing when you got a group that really wants the person next to them to succeed. You know, I think in today's society, in today's world of sports, it's kind of all about me, and we've done a good job of being able to take care of the person next to us, and ultimately we know we have support on the other side.
So we're back in Selland today. What's it like just seeing all this today, and what's it going to be like seeing these guys take the floor?
No, it's beautiful. I didn't get a chance to play at Selland when I was a player here, so this is a beautiful atmosphere. I'm glad we're playing homage, you know, to the old Bulldogs and, you know, some of the people and some of the stadiums and the moments that made this place great.
So on top of that, what are going to be some keys for this year's Bulldogs to keep the momentum rolling?
No, it's going to be really important we just keep our head down and continue to grow as a team. You know, obviously we're not a finished product, but we have a lot of great things that we've been able to introduce into the culture of Fresno State basketball, and ultimately we need to continue to nurture the things that are going to continue to provide, you know, a great environment to play in and eliminate some of the things that are going to hurt us down the line.
You got any favorite memory about those old Bulldog teams that used to play back here?
No, but obviously, you know, there's so many greats. We've had an opportunity of having so many people come back and speak to the program. So listening to the history and the rich tradition Fresno State has been a blessing.
Awesome. And then on top of that, I was just talking with Jake Highbreeder earlier. What's it been like to see him ball out?
You know what? It's awesome. He puts so much time into the game. It's no surprise. We got a bunch of hard workers on this team, but Jake, being an older guy, having his moment is beautiful to see. He's another guy who will continue to get better.
Yep. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Johnson. And we got that human tunnel coming out here now. We love to see it for the Bulldogs. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
All right, yeah, we're joined here by the Vasilovich family, right? We got grandfather Bob, who played in the late 60s for the Bulldogs. Adam, you spent a year as a redshirt junior, I think, in the Tark era, 96, 97. And then we got sixth grader Jenner over here, who I know well. He's got some skills as well, playing with my son. Bob, you scored the first basket in Selland Arena. That's what I hear. Tell me about it.
One of the first. My teammates were Larry Hendrickson, Rob Stevens, Lucius Davis. It's a lot different now than it was then. Yeah.
Well, it's funny, they had a freshman. You couldn't be on the varsity as a freshman, so the freshman team got in first, so that's why they got the first bucket.
That's a pretty cool distinction. I hear they're going to honor you at halftime for that.
Whoa, at halftime as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard that, I mean, obviously being a Fresno State basketball player over the years and scoring the first basket and playing in a bunch of games at Selland Arena, but then seeing the evolution of the program over the years. What was it like to see what Boyd Grant turned the program into, and then later Jerry Tarkanian?
Well, I think think it was a kind of a situation where we had a lot of fans, and then we got more fans, and then they put the end zones in, and then they really did a tremendous job. I came and watched Boyd Grant, watched Jared Tarkanian, and they brought a lot of excitement to Fresno State.
Yeah. Adam, you were there in '96-'97. You told me that John Welch discovered you in a pickup game when you were playing with some of the Prop 48 guys, I think it was, and then you ended up becoming part of the team. You never actually played in a game, but just to be around that scene at that time, what was it like?
Oh, it was intense. I mean, I was asking, is this Division I basketball? Is this what it was like? And he's like, no, this is a whole different level. But the talent was amazing. Every practice was like a game, right? With the talent that we had, and it was just a lot of fun being here. Even though, you know, I'd be in street clothes on the bench watching, it was always a blast and a good time for sure.
Jenner, when you see this out here, what do you think about when you see this scene here and what it's like?
I love when I get to watch basketball, and when I see this level of basketball, that's amazing. It makes me want to play really bad.
Yeah, we just had the human tunnel. I mean, it's setting up to be a great afternoon of basketball. It's fun to be kind of exploring these vibes again. Again, that's Bob Vasilovich, that's Adam Vasilovich, and grandson Jenner over there. Guys, thanks for joining me. We really appreciate it. Yeah. All right, let's throw it back over to Dylan.
Yeah, guys, it's an absolutely exciting day around here. You can already see the stadium is starting to fill up. We got players on the court for pregame, and this is really going to be a highly anticipated matchup as the Dogs try to move to 7-2 to start their season. They've been hot. They've been able to come back in a couple of games, including that great comeback win against Pepperdine just about a couple of days ago before Thanksgiving break. And now they got Bakersfield on deck, got the Roadrunners coming into town here for the Selland game. We've been talking to players, we've been talking to fans. Everybody absolutely excited for this one. Guys, I'll send it back over to you.
Joined now by Noel Felix. What does it feel like to be back at Selland Arena?
Oh, it's special. To me, you know, Selland Arena was one of the best memories I've ever had playing for Coach Stark and Ray Loeb. So for me, I love the opportunity to get that nostalgia, and hopefully it continue to be contagious for our players that play here tonight and just take that momentum and keep going. The energy, I hope we just bring that for the kids today to play.
Fresno State trying to channel those Tark days, bringing back the old logos, some old logos on the uniforms. What is that like to know that they're at least bringing back and celebrating the history that Fresno State had here at Selland?
Well, I like to say that it's timeless for me because, one, I have a son that's playing basketball that I hope he consider Fresno State when the time comes. And so it was something to me that I say that it's just a legacy that I was able to do with the teammates that I had, and I hope that as teams continue to develop here in the Valley, that they create their own traditions the way we have.
You can kind of feel the energy, right? I think we just caught a little bit with that live TV energy, right? Talking to people off camera. I can't imagine what overcame your body as they're starting to do the introductions here when you ran into this arena. Yeah. I mean, what overcomes your body when you're playing?
It was very exciting because we had so much support in the Valley. It was something that we had a lot of pride with the Red Wave, and it was something that gave us so much energy and a lot of intensity in this gym. So it was something we were very proud to be a part of.
Anything stand out from your years as a Bulldog above the rest?
It's just my entire experience is one of the coolest I've ever had. So I can't complain about one step of it. It just made me who I am today. So just this nostalgic feeling is one of the coolest ones I could ever have.
What are you liking about the way this current Fresno State team is playing? This team's on a 4-game win streak right now.
I like the cohesiveness that they're bringing. You know, Coach knows what he's doing. It takes a process, and he has guys that trust what he's trying to teach them. So I'm excited to see what they continue to do throughout the year.
All right, that's Noel Felix. Noel, we appreciate you coming by. It's great to see you. Hey, real quick, we're going to get Jackson Moore in here. The great Noel Felix. We're going to get a little thought on this game here today. Yeah. Jackson, obviously with barkboard.com, talk to me a little bit about this team and what they might be capable of.
Yeah, it's been exciting to see the turnover from last year to this year. They're hitting threes. They're playing exciting pace of play, and they're deep.
All right, let's
we're going to pause for the national anthem.
like a game prediction from you.
I mean, the Bulldogs are on a roll. This atmosphere is awesome. The human tunnel came back. Feels like the vibes are high. I think as long as they're hitting threes tonight, they're going to be in good shape.
Something different about this energy in here right now, right?
There is, and it's fun to see because it's been a while since Bulldog basketball's had this to it, I feel like. So hopefully they can win today and build off of it.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. That's Jackson Moore of Barkboard.com. Really appreciate it. I know you got some work to do and covering the game, but I always appreciate him joining us here on the pregame show. And I think that's pretty much going to do it for us, right? Yep. We're ready for tip-off, I think. So let's send it over to the game broadcast.
How this program was built, how guys really take pride in the red wave and being a Bulldog.